easy enough.
Go for the eyes, Boo.
You cannot chain attacks after
the
this
eyes.
move, but it should prove itself useful in certain situations. Alternatively, you can aim at enemies directly below you. Mind your position.
That's a new way to lift up the enemy.
You can send the enemy up even higher with aerial combinations, rather than sending them far away.
Okay. I will say the one thing that I'm really digging about this game is that it's the Metroidvania framework, but the combat system feels more developed than I'd say most Metroidvanias that I'm used to. Most Metroidvanias rely on the progression based on like acquiring items and getting that kind of stuff, but this one seems to have a very developed combat system, and then the progression on top of that, which is nice. Yeah, kind of like a little Devil May Cry, except Devil May Cry I wouldn't really call a Metroidvania. Devil May Cry is more of like an ARPG. It's more of an action game. This is a, I mean, the map alone tells you what kind of game this is, but yeah, a little bit of a different flavor, similar but different.
This technique,
yeah, Hollow
is
Knight.
valuable.
It's very Hollow Knighty.
You can
Yeah,
save on
yeah.
time, or
Hollow
throw
Knight does
your
the same
foe
thing
towards
very well.
environmental hazards.
Hollow
Should
Knight
you
has
see
a very
use for
fun
it,
kind of
you can also
developed
send
combat
them
system, and
crashing
then you
into the
can-
ground if
yeah.
you prefer.
Is this game essentially Hades? No, it's not a roguelite. But I mean, yes, it is basically Hades. Yes. Outside of the fact that it's not like it at all, it's pretty much identical.
If I rush to the ground afterwards, I can maintain
And
my
thus
flow
begins
before
the
they get back
basically
on their
part of
feet.
chat. Basically
For that,
Pikmin. So
you know
Pac-Man.
more than I
Basically
do.
Stardew Valley. Basically Dark Souls.
I'm
Oh,
past
another
the
Hades
age to
clone.
perform
So Stardew
cartwheels
Valley.
at
Oh,
the
it's like
fair.
Bloodborne. Skyrim. Oh, yeah? Okay, so it's FIFA, basically. It's Gran Turismo. Yes, you're all 100. It's Pong reskinned. Yes. Back-to-back, basically Pong. It's nice. Okay. All right.
Huh. Very funny.
That's how I felt reading chat right there. Yep. Okay.
Sargon, remind me what our ancestors said about Athra.
Athra flows through the universe and all living things. As much as weapons are the extension of our bodies, Athra is the extension of our will.
Precisely. You've been listening. Athra can be channeled, intensified in your blades, until they are saturated with energy. Athra-charged attacks have several advantages. They can be destructive and even increase your focus.
Drink.
Look at you. I can see your Athra radiating. You've embraced the teachings of
Can you
our
see it, chat?
ancestors.
You see my Athra radiating? Yeah, baby.
You've come a long way since I met you. But mastery is a never-ending journey. Now then, focus your Athra in the middle of a ground combination.
Right in between moves.
You see that? It's effective at annihilating enemy defenses.
Is that Athra radiating out of your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
And if they do not break, they
Well.
will certainly be weakened.
Well.
Are you also able to do that in the air?
I've practiced the technique to crush targets from above. I'll show you.
Oh. Oh, we know that one. Yeah.
Perfect. These are strong attacks, and they knock back the enemy, marking the end of the combination. With proper training, Athra, the everlasting blaze, is yours to channel and control.
Well, there you go. The more you know. It's all tennis.
No fighting style rules above all. The greatest combatants understand adaptability. Knowing your opponent's strengths is key to bringing them down.
Hey! Chintz says, hey, Cohh, been watching you on YouTube and you put me on a Dragon's Dogma and Return to Moria. Not much of a Twitch user, but I thought I'd send you a Prime to support. Love your work. Chintz, it gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling when YouTube viewers stop by and support with their Prime. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Glad you're enjoying the YouTube. And welcome to Twitch.
Take massive opponents,
Thanks,
for
buddy.
example. They react differently to upward attacks. Give it a go.
Oh, like they don't work? Is that the point? Yeah, it doesn't work. That's what it wants me to know.
My strikes knock them back,
Yep.
but they're too heavy for me to lift them off the ground.
Biggest Mike, thanks for the 52 months, dude.
Worse still, some opponents can ignore the recoil
wait,
of
I
your
should
strikes
probably-
because of their build or magic.
I should probably do this too. Yeah, sorry guys, I just realized this. There we go.
You must be vigilant, as this means they can counterattack during your fighting combinations.
Okay. I don't want him to feel left out, you know?
Are there even worse enemies out there? None of my attacks have any effect on them.
Not showing signs of pain
Oh, don't do
doesn't
that.
mean
Okay.
they didn't get hurt.
There we go.
And careful what you wish for. The Citadel is full of
Oh,
mysteries.
actually, what I should probably do,
We're
again,
not
I
out
think
of
this will
the
be a little bit more
woods
immersive.
And one more thing. Some enemies can recover while you're in the middle of your combination. Some can parry your next strike, cutting short your chain of attacks. You can find out for yourself.
Okay. Good jerks, man.
I see more and more the benefit of sending the enemy up in the air whenever that's possible.
Did you? Did you? Oh, it's very interesting. Please, go on.
But you know that's not always possible. The best defense is not always offense.
Very true. Very true. Barry, make him stop.
A warrior who throws himself into the fray without defensive skills can win battles, but never wars.
It's not the first time I've heard you say that.
The goal is to structure
Cohh, you
combat
know it.
in such a way as to hit the enemy without ever being hit in return.
Hey man, I saw you in Like a Dragon Ishin. That kind of caught me off guard. Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard too when they asked me about that. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was a huge amount of fun. I still can't believe we're in a Yakuza game. Like, that's blows my mind.
Your dodges, backwards and forwards, allow you to pass through enemy attacks
Thanks, Gorg.
and remain unscathed.
I was being whack, it's true. Yo! What? That's awesome.
Your last strike in a ground combination does not allow these actions.
Yeah.
The price to pay for power.
That's what's killed me probably 80% of the time.
You can also end your combination early with a jump.
Yep, or a dodge.
While in the air, You can dodge by doing a backflip.
Whoa! What? Ow. Ow. I'm doing it exactly like you want. Bro, I can't. It's even. They're both lighting up green. This is clearly what you want me to do. No. Too early? Oh yeah, you're right. It was a timing thing.
While chaining
no, it was too early. I was doing it too early.
Used offensively.
So it's used as like an iframes dodge.
Is the best defense against a head-on attack, turning the table in your favor.
That was right.
Not all attacks can be parried. If you're attacked from both sides, escaping is your best option.
Interesting. So the game does not expect you to take enemies on both sides of you. Again, one of the main ways I was dying was enemies attacking me from both sides.
Parrying and dodging are not unique to us, Sargon. You can expect enemies who can do the same.
Cool. Yeah, these tutorials are great.
You already know this well, how recovering your balance after striking is when you're most vulnerable. After a successful dodge, the odds are in your favor. Launch a counterattack right at that moment.
Wow. Dang, dude. I never would have known this stuff. Is Cohh watching the Xbox thing? Wait, is that today? I thought it was like on the 18th. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, it is on the 18th. Okay, yeah. Yes, I'm absolutely watching the Xbox thing on the 18th. What time is it at on the 18th? It's at like 3 p.m., right? 13 kind of looks like 18. That's true, it does. That's true. 3 p.m. Okay, cool. Great. Yes, we are definitely going to watch that on the 18th. The reason being is apparently they're doing a big thing about Avowed, which I am. There's one of my most anticipated games right now is Avowed. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Attacking from behind is also advantageous, and even more so when the enemy is already engaged.
Wow.
Careful against
Cool.
fast foes. They may turn around and punish your attempt at a sneak attack.
Sure.
Only if they can match my speed.
You can kick while sprinting to propel the enemy into the background.
And to make a loud entrance.
Oh, there's sprint attacks. Interesting.
Sprinting allows you to close the distance.
Okay.
You can still perform an upward attack.
All right, we've got 3 more. Stay strong and tight during this chat.
Artaban, I want to perfect my parrying technique. What do you have for me?
The art of parrying requires perfect timing and faced head-on.
Okay.
Get ready to parry. As you may have discovered, projectiles can also be returned to the sender.
So there are way more combos than Cohh thought? Oh yeah, dude. And somebody in chat said this earlier, and I couldn't agree with it more now that I've had time with this. This combat system is actually pretty deep. It just seems simple on the surface level. Yeah. Mods, if we could pause that, please. Thank you.
Do be vigilant. Once more, not all projectiles can be parried.
Thanks, Suzu.
Some moves give you better opportunities to counter. Learn to identify them, and don't miss.
Yes, sir. Oh. One sec, chat.
Drink some water before you up and die.
Few enemies are able to recover from your Rushaba counters.
Actually, I named them downburst counters.
Downburst
Whatever
counters.
you say.
Yeah, right? Whatever you say, dude.
I wish I could parry any attack.
You know that's impossible, even for me. Fortunately, your senses are sharp. You'll know in advance if an attack can be parried or not.
This isn't the whole day's lesson.
I
right?
know, right? Just getting your ass beat.
There is a lesson in every failure. Did you see the effect of the hit you took? That's what you get when you miss a parry and pay for it. Getting hit this way is particularly dangerous, and your Athra focus takes a hit too.
Well, I can feel it in my jaw now.
A couple things. Has Cohh ever considered GTA 5 roleplay? I don't currently have any plans for roleplay. I am not a great role player. So I don't really know how much people would enjoy watching that. So that's a short answer. I feel like I do much better in games. And the second question is, what motivated Cohh to do the Baldur's Gate 3 run so early? Basically, one of the reasons I'm considering diving back into BG3 in the next possibly like week is because I sat down and really looked at the schedule for games this year, and that's just the ones we know. And there's not a huge amount of big blocks of emptiness that I found. Not only that, but there's been a ton of updates. So considering people have been asking me non-stop basically since I finished, I figured let's try an honor mode run now. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we'll do another run of Baldur's Gate down the road when I was planning on doing this one. So that's just what it comes down to. I mean, it's a good time. It's a good time to do it. Yeah. So, and I also want to get Pathfinder in this year as well. So, you know, we'll have 2 big girthy CRPGs to play, and we're currently finishing Rogue Traders. So lots going on. But that's what I'm thinking.
Athra, the everlasting blaze, the unifying energy that interlaces
Much
the
girl.
cosmic tapestry. It's the flame that gives and takes, embodying the very core of existence.
Handsome one, I've already decided I'm probably going to play an open hand monk for my main character, but I don't, and it's probably going to be a chaotic, lootful, dark urge, no save scum run. So it's going to be, it already has a lot of modifiers, we'll say. Yeah.
Its presence and blessing extend throughout the cosmos. By discerning the cadence of Athra's flow, you can better navigate exercises and cures. Athra bestows stability and longevity upon those who seek its guidance.
Esmon Twitch says, no save scum. Are you feeling okay? The thing I'm actually really excited about doing the Dark Urge no save scum playthrough is that every single roll counts. And I've never really done that in an MMO, or excuse me, in a CRPG. Like I've never done a CRPG where that one roll has so much for it. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I've not felt that in a CRPG before, to be blunt. so I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. Yeah. Yo, that's right. We'll still get inspiration and stuff. That's true.
Sargon, your Athra burns brighter with each successful technique, and can be unleashed all at once.
Athra Surge. I've used it before.
Get in position and start channeling it.
Do I like charge it more by doing heavy attacks? Oh, I kind of do that.
Conversely, taking hits will break your focus and your Athra will
Hey,
dissipate.
Jay Reed with the 125, dude. Thank you so much, Jay Reed.
Riskier actions,
Crazy.
such
Crazy,
as
crazy,
parrying
crazy.
and launching charged attacks, are even more effective. Try to parry this enemy, and see how fast you can gather your Athra.
Ooh. Okay. No, sir. No, sir.
Keep in mind that dodging is safer, but it will not build up Athra. Parry whenever you can. Let's talk about the Athra Surge. Since it has dodging properties, it's ideal for counterattacks.
Story of a Ginger. Love the name. Do you know when you'll be able to simulcast on YouTube? Twitch is blocked at my work, but YouTube isn't. I'd watch you every day in the background while working if I could. First of all, I appreciate that. Second of all, I am still a signed Twitch streamer, but as Dan Clancy said on one of his recent Q&A streams, Twitch is no longer signing big streamers. So basically, when my contract runs out, it is almost 100% inevitable I will not be re-signed, in which case we have lots of big plans for the channel. So, yeah, but until then, they have made it very clear that I am not allowed to do that. So they are very much taking advantage of my contract and the fact that I could not simulcast when I signed it originally. Yeah. So, yep. But that being said, I cannot simulcast until that's done. But of course the contract will eventually expire. I don't think I can say exactly when it expires. I think that might be information I'm not supposed to talk about. But I am very much signed for the foreseeable future. Yeah.
It's useful for breaking down defenses.
And I will let
and
you
can
know the
stop
second I'm
attacks
not.
that are usually, well, unstoppable. Every warrior prides themselves on developing their ultimate techniques, but you can also learn from them.
A couple things. So Cohh, we might move to somewhere else. I don't see that happening. I'm just going to talk totally candidly with you guys. I don't see that happening because, frankly, all of the major players have essentially stopped signing people. YouTube is still kind of signing people, but Facebook has stopped. Twitch has stopped. So the environment right now is not really conducive to that. And Twitch has given up. Twitch not only gave up on it, they said, not only are we not going to sign people, but you can sign or you can stream wherever you want at the same time. What about Kick? I would never stream on Kick. I would never stream on Kick. To put it bluntly, Kick's a joke. And the reason Kick is a joke is because it's a completely unsustainable framework. And the only reason that it's there is because gambling money is propping it up.
Please?
It's at any point, the people that own Kick could wake up and say, you know what? I'm sick of wasting money. And they could just turn the whole site off. I mean, the whole reason that Kick started was because some alpha bros wanted to, get back at Twitch. That's it. So, I mean, they have a lever that they can just turn off any day. So, there's It can be turned off at any point. It's literally hemorrhaging money every single day. It has 0 advertisers, and no advertiser I've ever spoken with is even considering going to Kick. There's no sponsored streaming on Kick. I mean, it's the whole thing. They're going to look back on Kick, and it will probably go down as one of the biggest wastes of money that's ever been done. The entire point of Kick is that it's a giant gambling ad. That's it. The point of Kick is to bring people to Kick, to expose them to gambling, so the gambling company that owns it can make more money. That's the entire point of the platform. That's it. So, I mean, I was a little jazzed when Kick first started, because I was like, oh man, we're going to have some competition. But anyone paying attention can see the way that that service is being run and understand that they have goals for that have nothing to do with the people streaming on it. So, you know, it's unless something changes, as of now, I have, even when I can simulcast, I'm not gonna put my channel on Twitch. I feel like that'd be bad for my brand. Like it's literally, it's toxic, it's unregulated, I mean, not even advertisers want to put money into it. Like, again, it's just, nah, man. Oh, I meant on Kick. I'm sorry. I meant on Kick. Yeah, no, we're talking about all sorts of platforms. I'm talking about Kick. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are. And it's kind of interesting because I've said this in the past and people are like, oh man, Cohh's talking so much shit about Kick. Not really, dude. I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at the situation and being like, A to B to C to D. Like, you just follow the money. And it's kind of like, yeah, it's not making money. It's paying out a lot of money. It's paying out money to streamers. It's just objectively, it is very unattractive to people that want to actually stream long term and make it their, you know, their career essentially. So, yeah. Well, what would happen if Kick offered you a huge amount of money to stream on it? I feel the same way about back in the day when I was getting when I was being courted by a bunch of services at once. The amount of money that Kick would need to pay me to stream on their platform, I am not worth that money. And the reason I would accept some crazy high millions deal to go on Kick is because then I could like open up my own game dev team, give millions to charity, do all sorts of stuff. But I will be the first to say the amount of money that they would need to pay me to stream there, I am not worth a fraction of that money. So like, you know, like I am not worth the amount of money they would need to pay me. So, you know, that's how that works. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that there's no amount of money they can pay me. I mean, come on, let's be real. You know, if somebody walked up and said, do this terrible thing so your entire family can be set for their whole life, I'm probably going to do the terrible thing. Sorry. I'm a dad. That's just how it works. I think 99% of dads would. But that being said, again, the amount that I would like, there's enough negative aspects of it that it would not be worth it. It would not be worth it. Yeah. So that's how that works. Yep.
Keep in mind that Athra ignites the
My
soul,
price is very, very high.
gracefully moving through unending transformation. Harnessing and charging its strength is merely a single expression of its multifaceted nature.
Okay. Anyway,
Fine
that was a
work.
long rant. I'm sorry.
You now know
How much
all the
money does
basics.
Kick have? Billions.
Don't forget, you can always visit for a training set. If you learn new moves,
Yeah,
perhaps
Kick is
we
a
can
gambling
figure
company.
out together how
It's
to use them.
it's a gambling company.
Take
They
this
have-
for
they have
starters.
Tons and tons and tons of money.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the one we had the demo. Cool. Okay. They're both good, actually. They're both good. Where do they get their money? Stake. It's Stake. Stake is a gambling website. The entire reason Kick exists is gambling money. That is what Kick is. It is a gambling. It is a front for a gambling site. Okay.
Good to see you.
Okay, I think we're good. Stake literally just bought an F1 team. There you go, man. It's working for them, that's for sure. They're making hand over fist money.
Welcome. Welcome.
Oh, we need to visit the blacksmith.